Boom. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Eric from Easy Computer Solutions, and this is Wine Wednesday. I got the lovely VIPs in the building. All right, so before we even get started, it's 2018, and Wine Wednesday has been taken over. Now, the guys on Saturday said they gonna take over, but I still have faith, and I believe that Wine Wednesday is the place to be. I want to welcome everybody to Wine Wednesday. I got my VIPs in the building. Catwoman.
Meow.
Yes, right.
Hi, everybody. Catwoman from Tech Valor.
Yes, and we got Scrumptious in the building. Look at our set. Look at our background, y'all.
The lovely, lovely Scrunches.
The
How y'all doing tonight?
Yeah.
I got wine tonight.
Yeah. Hey, show everybody that wine you have.
Oh. Give me some sugar. I guess we got a glare there. But, wrong side. How about that?
Oh,
that's nice. All right, and we got Emily D. Baker's but she has some technical difficulties. She's fixing some stuff.
She's coming back.
She's coming back. So I got the VIPs in the building. Yes. So, ladies, another episode of Wine Wednesday. You know what? We got to get into some tech news, but we got to get into what everybody's been talking about for the last 24 hours. And it's the ad apocalypse, right? Oh my God. I've been talking about this for months.
Yeah.
Months and months and months. I've been talking about how YouTube is changing. Every time I get up and eat, whether that is a Saturday night stream, Monday morning hangover, or Wednesday night, Wine Wednesday, I've been talking about how YouTube is changing stuff around. And now, people like, wait a minute, Easy, you may be telling the truth.
Eric Damas.
Yes, so they call me Eric Damas. The tech preacher. A lot of people call me other names too. So
more like the tech prophet.
The tech prophet. All right,
The
so,
tech preacher?
I know people call me the tech preacher. So before we get into everything else, this is the news that's taking over the airwaves. I feel bad about it. I feel real bad about it. But tell you why. It's because if it was me with less than 1,000 subscribers, a brand new YouTuber, brand new this, brand new that, I would be upset today. YouTube has they just shut the door on small YouTubers. I've been talking about this for a very long time. It's not fair. I hate that the smaller YouTubers got to go through this. For everybody that didn't know, YouTube just sent out a memo. YouTube sent out a memo yesterday to everybody that if you don't have 1,000 subscribers or 4,000 hours of watch time, and 4,000 hours of watch time, you cannot monetize your channel. Now, that's a hurting feeling for a new YouTuber that got maybe 200, 300, 400, or even 900 subscribers, right? I mean, first of all, the SEOs on YouTube is very difficult. It's always kind of pointed to the bigger YouTubers, right? The ones that got thousands and thousands and thousands of subscribers, right? They are the ones that gets the good SEOs on the front page of YouTube. They get pushed. And this is the first time I've ever heard, and I knew this was a fact, but I never heard that YouTube talked about preferred channels. Now, wait a minute. That means that nobody's on the level playing field. So when you talk about a preferred channel, that means that YouTube or Google or all the entities behind the scene is pushing certain YouTubers and taking other YouTubers and kind of leaving the scraps. I've been feeling it for a long time because I push a lot of videos, and my videos sometimes get views, sometimes it don't. But at the end of the day, this is a sad day for the smaller YouTubers. Sometimes it's like encouraging people not to even start a YouTube channel, right? And I've been talking about this, and I said this like months ago. I said, YouTube is going through these phases. Forget about the Logan Paul type stuff, right? I mean, he's still going to be safe, right? We're not talking about Logan Paul because, I mean, he got 15 million subscribers. That's a large playing field at this point, right? We're talking about the smaller YouTubers, the up-and-coming YouTubers, just the one that's Emily's back, that's crawling, that's trying to get those few little views, those few little subscribers, that's trying to put out their content, that's starting out. And we are the ones, the smaller YouTubers, that's getting bamboozled in this situation. First of all, 1,000 subscribers is very difficult to get. This make sure we see the bigger YouTubers like, well, 1,000 subscribers ain't nothing. Yeah, unless you're a smaller YouTuber that might get, you know, a few subscribers a day, right? I know how hard it is to get 1,000 subscribers because I was just like that 2 years ago, fighting for subscribers. So this is definitely not a good thing. You know, YouTube got his reasoning behind doing this. I think this is another phase. I think that YouTube is going to clamp down on a lot of different stuff. And think about it. Think about the hundreds of thousands of YouTubers, hundreds of thousands of YouTubers all of a sudden got demonetized and they cannot monetize their channel.
Yeah, well, they said 90. This? Well, these are the numbers that they're saying. These are their numbers. Okay, they're saying that in the year 2017, 90% of the channels on YouTube got paid out an average of $2.50. This is their numbers. And so they're like, there's a lot of people that really aren't using their YouTube channels. They're not really trying to grow it. They're just trying to get the views and, you know, trying to get that money. But they want to weed out the ones that don't really should even be getting money. That's what they're saying. They now are raising the bar. So you have to have 4,000 hours. You have to have 1,000 subscribers. If you don't, you can't even have ads running on your platform at all. You can't have any type of commercials whatsoever. And it sucks because there's people who have been trying to reach that and are almost there. But now YouTube is like on February 20th. That's the cutoff date. If you don't meet these numbers, you're going to have zero money. And when you reach that new threshold, you're starting at zero again, then you're going to be able to get money. So you're going to do all of this work. At least before you were accumulating money throughout the time, but now you're not going to be accumulating any money whatsoever. So once you have 4,000 hours and 1,000 subscribers, that is the zero base. Then you can start having ads. Then you can start making money. I don't know if they said when you get $100 after that, that's when you get your first pay. Now it's going to take longer to start getting your first paycheck from YouTube. But the reality of it is that YouTubers don't work for YouTube. We just don't. We work for the advertisers. They are the ones who pay YouTube, and then YouTube gives us the money. So, yeah. Emily, did you want us to recap?
Emily is back.
Hey guys, hopefully I don't look too bad. I got new office. I still have stuff I need to mess with around here, but I must have missed the memo because I've been working too much and I've been getting ready for Pokemon Go Community Day this weekend. So I'm
and there's no
this was coming, right?
Program either. So basically starting February 20th, any YouTube channel that has less than 4,000 hours, that's 240,000 minutes, and less than 1,000 subscribers, no ads will be running on yours at all.
And we kind of knew this was coming, right? We kind of saw the writing on the wall with this.
I was like, I did. Eric. I was like, that's not going to happen.
I did, because they started raising the threshold to have your own personalized URL, and they started raising the threshold for that kind of stuff. So I'm not surprised that YouTube is like, hey, we're not going to host you, and we're not going to hold 50 cents in this account for 4 years. But it's hard for people who want to grow. That said, it becomes more and more important for people who want to grow their channel to dedicate themselves to growing their channel, because you can do things to grow your channel, right? So I don't like it, but I can kind of understand it.
Yeah, I think that they're just they're trying to hold. They're obviously it's about the money. I don't think that it has to do with Logan Paul at all. People keep there's some people that are saying, oh, it's because of the whole Logan Paul situation. It's not because of Logan Paul. It's about money.
I think this was coming before Logan Paul. I think when they started changing the rules about how many subscribers you needed to turn on ads, they kept raising that threshold. So this is an extension of that. And then, you know, how many subscribers you have to be able to personalize your channel URL and things like that.
Yeah.
I think this was coming, and I think it's coming on the heels of what all the entrepreneurs are freaking out about right now is the Facebook algorithm change. So Facebook's changing its algorithm to make more space for advertisers. So I'm not surprised that now YouTube is changing essentially its threshold to make more space for advertisers to get more bang for their buck.
I don't know about the Facebook algorithm. Can you break that down, please?
I can. So Facebook announced middle of last week, after all these studies came out showing that the passive scrolling on Facebook can be really detrimental to mental health. And there's a number of like double-blind studies showing that this passive watching and comparing to everybody oh wait, Derek Floyd.
Thank you, Derek.
Super chat.
Thank you for the super chat.
We're mooching this week.
Chaz. Yes. So super chat is wide open.
Throw it in there if you guys want to know all about how to make more money on Facebook. So Facebook, after these studies came out, Facebook essentially came down and said, look, we are going to make more room for your personal feed, and we are going to continue to push content that gets engagement. No more passive content. So Facebook is making a move away from business owners that have Facebook pages being able to just share information from their business page, and those getting seen as well. So now business pages and that kind of thing is coming out of the mix, and now it's going to be high engagement content, and the algorithms favoring friends and family and personal pages over business pages, over like pages, over that kind of stuff. So you're not going to see as much of the content creators who pretty much blog on YouTube or on Facebook now. You're not going to see that information as much. You're not going to see posts from your group as much. Your Facebook feed is going to change back to this friends and family feed, and then high engagement posts are going to get pushed more broadly. So now we're going to start seeing more
engagement posts.
Pardon?
What is an example of a high engagement?
Something that has a lot of likes, shares, and comments. So something that somebody's engaged in, not just how many impressions there's been, not just how many eyes it's scrolled past, but how much people have actually made an action on it. So now
like the people that fight.
What?
The people that be fighting and stuff.
Yes,
and
people fighting
is
what you're going to see more. But I also think it's going to create a lot of clickbaity content on Facebook, because people want those likes and shares to push out their mascara or whatever it is that they're talking about on Facebook. So now everybody's freaking out like, oh my God, my business relies on Facebook, and now my ad purchases for Facebook ads are going to have to be higher, because when you purchase ads right now as a smaller Facebook page, you normally get half and half. I see a lot of half and half organic traffic and paid traffic. Now they're going to dial back that organic traffic, and it's all going to be paid traffic. So Facebook is coming a much more pay-to-play space, and they're opening up all this space in your news feed because it's going to be friends and family. Yeah, it's going to be friends and family and paid advertisements.
Yeah.
And so YouTube's now opening up more high-value real estate for advertisers, and they're going to exact more money. They're going to get more pay for those videos, because they're saying you're only putting videos on high traffic, and you're only paying for high traffic channels. So now we're now seeing Facebook says it's for, we want people to just go on and enjoy Facebook. Facebook's opening up more expensive ads is what they're doing, and more of a pay to play for businesses doing business on Facebook. YouTube's doing the same thing.
I have a question for Kimmy. So Kimmy, I know that you do not have a YouTube channel or anything like that. And people have said over and over again, you should have a YouTube, you should do videos and stuff like this. Now, with this happening, is this going to make you less likely to dabble in YouTube?
I figured if I started a YouTube page, it wouldn't be for money in the first place. Like, because when I used to be really, really active on Twitter, I was more or less helping people, not looking for them to pay me or anything. But if I invested the time and energy that people are putting into their pages, like the pages I follow, people put hard work and energy into their pages. So if you're putting all that into it, if I feel like, hey, I'm going to buy these lights, this camera, and do all that, then yeah, I want to get paid. And yeah, that would make me to the point where I'm like, okay, isn't Amazon or somebody trying to come out with something to compete with YouTube? I'd be looking into that.
Yeah. Yeah. They just
do have a question
for Amazon Tube.
Yeah, but I do have a question, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when people say doing it like for that revenue, right? I think, is it that YouTube should make it like, okay, if you don't want to do it for money, right? Like opt out of monetization whatsoever, so you could just post whatever you want, whatever, But I think it should be an option, like, because people, some YouTube, I mean, just being honest with you, most people that start YouTube channels that work hard, that really put out good content, they want to get paid for it, because especially they're showing ads. And that's the way I look at it. A lot of people get upset about, easy, you don't know what you talk about, YouTube is supposed to be for free. I disagree with that, because you still have to pay for a device to watch it on. You have to pay for internet. You have to pay for everything. And when you shoot a YouTube video, I'm talking about shooting a YouTube video with cameras and tripods and lighting and putting the time in and doing voiceovers and stuff like that. That takes a lot of time, a lot of energy. You think about, like, to me, like Adobe Premiere Pro, right? Final Cut Pro. Those programs cost hundreds of dollars to spend to do that. So when you're talking about, okay, when you just say, for instance, a 5-minute video, if I'm using Adobe Premiere Pro, which is hundreds of dollars worth of programming, right? I'm using this, say, 15 hours of my time filming, editing, publishing, right? 15 hours of my time, which I'm not getting paid for. Then you talk about lighting and editing and taking away from family time. It's so many factors into YouTubers that to me, it hurts the smaller YouTubers that really put in the time. Just say for you, Kimmy, you want to start a YouTube channel. You got this idea of whatever you want to do, whether or not it's Avon or fixing on a car, it doesn't matter. You have to put the thoughts together. You still have to put that content together. You have to do everything. And then not only that, but when you watch the video, you see ads running. That means that somebody's paying for those ads.
Yeah.
Right? That means the ad company is paying Google or YouTube. So I believe that we should be entitled to the piece of the pie. We did the work, for Christ's sakes. I think a lot of people, I see this a lot on YouTube channels. They talk about, people in the comments talk about, YouTube is free. Why y'all guys always complaining about money? If everybody on YouTube say, well, you know what, I'm not going to post any videos unless I get paid, there will be no YouTube. I mean, yeah, there'll be YouTubers, but there won't be no high quality content. I mean, you got a lot of people that put a lot of work in this stuff, right? I mean, I thought my video editing was good, but man, they have some people that using high-end rigs to do YouTube and don't get paid for it. Well, little money, whatever.
I mean, people are making full-on production quality movies.
Yes.
When you're just going for the, hey, you're a content creator and you're making amazing content. And I think there are artists that have that complex, like, it's for the art. Mine is not for the art, people. I love y'all. I love YouTube.
I want to get paid.
It's not just that I want to get paid. It's that I love this community. I love connecting, but it's also a way that my name, my brand, my company and stuff gets out there. So it's multifold. But I think that what we're seeing is what 2018 is going to teach people is that if you want to be in business online, if you are going to be in business online, you need multiple streams of income. You need 3, 4, 5, 6 streams of income. If this is YouTube, cannot be your full-time job. You need multiple game plans to bring in that money, because YouTube is not, YouTube could demonetize everything tomorrow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I remember when people would make YouTube videos and they wouldn't even make any money off of it. Or when they first came out with the partnership program, they would have to tap you. And then they opened it up to where when you get a certain amount of views, then you could ask them. My personal YouTube Catwoman YouTube channel, I did some videos because I loved Birds of Prey, and so I did music videos of a TV show, and it had like 76,000 views or something like that, like total. And they sent me something, and I was like, no, this is all copyright stuff. I'm not gonna get my channel shut down. So I was like, I'm not even gonna do it. But then after that, it went to, as long as you have a Google account, as long as you have a Google account, you can create a YouTube channel and you could get paid off of it. And then it was just like people just started pouring in, getting in on that money. And it was beautiful. I thought it was beautiful. Like people you could just sit down to get paid and talk about your life, products like that. That was really awesome. People were actually making a living off of it. And then YouTube was like, now they're like, all right, we're just shoveling people out now. We're shoveling out the people that we don't think is good because they feel like their brand is now being damaged by, you know, so-called actors. I mean, I don't think that's a good name for it, but that is the history of it. Now that they're big, now that so many people use the platform, now they're going to be decisive again. So it's kind of like it's all coming full circle.
But I predicted this, though. I predicted this. Think about it, right? A long time ago when YouTube Red started, YouTube Red gave people an opportunity that if they don't want to see ads, they could pay a couple of bucks a month and they don't see ads. Now, we do get YouTube Red revenue. So they split that between the YouTubers, right? Then the next phase was, okay, now they complained about advertisers, right? Advertisers that want to put ads in certain videos to try to get content out, and they pay YouTubers for that. So they started the ad apocalypse, right? Ad apocalypse started demonetizing not only small YouTubers, but the big YouTubers started getting demonetized also. Then the next phase came in, then you started seeing what's called the YouTube subscription services, right? Which you pay 35 to 40 bucks a month and you get full live ESPN streaming services, all kinds of stuff like that, right? So at this point, I think YouTube is looking at like, okay, let's be honest, YouTube is being saturated by a lot of people right now. Right? Somebody say I'm out of sync. Hold on a second. Yeah,
Tech for your knees wants to call you.
Y'all say somebody say I'm out of sync. I'm sorry. Y'all go ahead. I'm shutting up until
Big House says you're out of sync.
I was going to say what I think we're going to let Easy sync back up, but what I think we're going to start to see, and I'm actually going to Media Law Con tomorrow to talk about law and media. I think we're going to start seeing more and more advertisers going directly to the influencers they want to work with, and you're going to see the sponsorship go up, and they're going to start cutting the provider out of it, which I think is a fear of YouTube and Instagram, particularly because on those platforms, there's nothing to stop Pantene from calling me up, hi Pantene, and saying, hey, Emily, we're going to pay you X to do a video series about your life and use these products. So now instead of just placing products in movies, you can place products in YouTube videos and have YouTubers talk about it. I think we're going to see that go up. The sponsorship video go up and advertisers skipping and just picking the channels they want to work with. I think that's going to go up as this all starts to shift out. And I think that's something that YouTube wants to head off because YouTube wants their cut too.
Yeah. Like
if advertisers just go directly to content creators, where does YouTube get paid in that transaction?
Yeah. I want to say something. I can see how this is a good thing. And the reason is because we've used the word oversaturated a lot so far when it comes to YouTube, and the fact that there are a lot of YouTubers and anybody can just post the videos, that there are some people that are making money off of this revenue and they shouldn't be worthy of it or anything like that. So I can see how it's kind of a good way to weed it out, to test people's resolve. Is it really about creating content, or is it mostly about the money? To me, it's both, and there's nothing wrong with it being both, you know, because it's really hard to make content, not just any kind of content, the type of content that moves the masses, because it's not just if you get 1 or 2 views or you get some kind of money. Now you need to be able to move the masses. I was watching a video the other day and I saw that it had 1 billion views. I'm like, what? okay, because people now have more access to the internet. They have more, access to YouTube. So, but I can see how that's a good thing. I see that production value is going to go up for people. They're going to be more methodical. There's going to be way more B-rolls in videos. But the sad part of it is, probably that person that could have been a really good content creator that has low self-esteem or just doesn't really have money, that could have probably been like an awesome content creator. Now they're not really going to show their face because they feel like they need to have the production value of these preferred YouTubers now. So it's just sad to see that we're not going to be able to get new people.
Maybe, but maybe you'll still get, I think you still get people who just want a platform to talk. So I think you'll still get that, hopefully. I think you'll still get that. That's how my YouTube channel started. My YouTube channel started in a time of transition, and I wanted to talk about going from a professional career to becoming a content creator and working in the online space. And so I hope you'll still get people like that. Yeah, it was absolutely gorgeous to make some money while I was talking about it too. But I think even if I couldn't make money, I still would have started my channel because I had something to say, and the message became more important to share with people. Like, it's okay if you're not happy in your dream job. It's okay to start changing it. And I think I would have still done it.
Guys, ladies, first of all, let me make sure. I want to give a thumbs up if my audio and video is in sync, because I'm looking at it. It looks in sync to me.
It's off by like half a millisecond, but it's good.
I'm good. I just want to make sure because I had somebody say that my audio and video was off. I might be off by just a half a second, but before I say what I have to say, just make sure I see people in the comments. We like a 10-second delay, a 12-second delay, so people gonna start answering right about now.
Somebody says still off. You it.
Wait a minute. Some people say I'm still off. Some people say it's great.
You got a lot of thumbs up.
Yeah,
I got thumbs up.
But people can hear you. That's what matters.
So let me ask you a question. This is concerning me because I look at it like this. Just say, for instance, YouTube just don't monetize anybody that's under, let's say, 100,000 subscribers, right? Would you put in the work, the time, the effort, the B-rolls, the editing, to everything, all that hard work? Because listen, I made an Evil Twin video that took me 3 days to make, right? And would you really and truly put that much work into a video if you know, don't matter how many views you get, you won't get a penny from it? Even though you put in 30, 40 hours of content, of work into that video, full-fledged production video, and you're not seeing no signs of payment. Would you think people will really do that type of work? Or they just
filmmakers, people that love the art of making videos and stuff like that.
I think it depends on your goals.
Used to make my music videos of TV shows, I wasn't getting paid for it. I just loved it because I loved the art of timing music and image together.
I know, but think about this. I could work 40 hours and get paid for it.
But YouTube, see, the thing is that YouTube, for the longest time, for the life of YouTube, it first started as just people who love the craft of making videos, and then they would upload it.
Yeah,
then
but I
when
can
the
do
money
that.
aspect came into it, then it was anybody could be a YouTuber.
I know,
That's
but think about it.
The glamour of it, right?
No. But I think about it like this: if that's the point, right? If that's the case, that we just can upload video, then I just post it on Instagram or Facebook. You know, I mean, why put in the time?
But Eric, if you post it on Instagram and Facebook, it doesn't boost your Google search results. A lot of the YouTubers I know that YouTube, to tie into their business, do a lot of YouTube to boost their blog views or to boost their website views. Because when you have YouTube videos pointing back to stuff, it boosts your Google search results as well. So people are using YouTube to boost SEO on Google for other purposes. So yeah, you absolutely have content creators who YouTube is their income stream, but you have a ton of YouTube content creators that are still going to create content because it pays them in other platforms.
Right.
So even if they have under 100,000, they're still going to put up good content because it's now driving you to their online course or to their service or to the goods that they sell on Amazon. So you're still going to get it, but it's always going to be, it's selling you somewhere else or tying you somewhere else. But
well, I see some people do this though. They got a whole bunch of YouTubers do this. Is that they'll give you a snippet on YouTube and they redirect you to a website or redirect you to Patreon or redirect. I see that a lot on YouTube.
People do that on Facebook too. They'll do a short version or a snippet, and then they'll say, "Go to my YouTube channel," because you cannot monetize Facebook.
Right. So I do see that. I do see that a lot. Even on YouTube, I see that. I've seen people on YouTube do a 60-second clip and then all of a sudden redirect you to another website.
Yeah.
And YouTube hates that. So your YouTube, your search goes down, and when your video shows up goes down if you do stuff like that. But I think once again, I think the lesson is going to be YouTube can't be your sole source of income. YouTube has to be part of a portfolio of content and a bigger plan, because there's not a ton of predictability. I think it's hard when you've got these preferred content creators. I'm like,
I've heard that. Yeah, they got preferred content.
I'm not fancy enough for you, Google. Okay.
I want to read some of the comments on here because Sean, he's been saying some really good stuff here.
Yeah.
Is he just saying that Tech Valor's right? I think he is.
No, not that. No, he said, how about the big YouTubers standing up for small creators since they were small once? Oh wait. We're a society of me, myself, and I. It's true. YouTube also is becoming like an elitism right now. That's exactly what it's starting to be like. And I totally agree with what Sean is saying. YouTube is no longer going to be the place where anybody can just post a video and become successful. It's going to be now a club of elites.
True.
It would be awesome though if they did, if the bigger YouTubers like stood up and said, no, YouTube, don't do that, blah, blah, blah. But think about what happened with Vine. When it comes to human nature, one of the main reasons why Vine went down was because the bigger Viners wanted more money, and Vine was like, "We don't have the money to give you this much."
Right.
And they're like, "Well, you better make it happen." And they're like, "Okay, well, we're just gonna shut down."
Do you think now that monetization is getting shortened in its breadth, that the larger channels are going to get paid more?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. But think about this. This is what I thought about it. One of the biggest reasons why YouTube probably won't never mess with the bigger YouTubers, because you think about it, if you got 15 million subscribers, you can make a dent. And if you bash something or you bash a company, or just like what's the name talked about YouTube, right? When he was trying to do the charity work. And when he got the amount of Casey Neistat talked about YouTube, I mean, he got millions of subscribers. Guess what? When he talked about that hit everywhere. All right. And YouTube looked at like a bunch of clowns at that point. Right. So when you have bigger influences like Casey Neistat, 15 million subscribers, and they bash something, it hurts YouTube. Trust me. They don't want that type of bad press. So if you look at, okay, if you don't take care of the bigger YouTubers, right? If they all band together with the millions upon millions upon millions of subscribers and just blatantly bash the company, ooh, it hurts.
Oh, this reminds me of a quote, and I'm not going to take any credit from it. So I was watching Dave Chappelle over the weekend, right? And he was talking about how Maya Angelou said something to him, and it was kind of like an advice. He says, to know if people really love each other, divide them, put a wedge between them. And if they come together, then there was love there all along. And they will then come together and they will elevate one. And you have to reach for that person and bring them up. If they come up over the valley and you give them the riches, and they say that in order for them to get the riches, they have to leave their people behind, and they don't, then there was love all along. If they go on and they just, but this is exactly what's happening right now in YouTube.
Also, the plot for Pitch Perfect 3.
Yeah.
Oh, I never seen it. Now I want to watch it.
You know what?
The plot was the family first and cheesy singing, but family first. I love that cheesy singing. I'm not dissing Pitch Perfect.
Oh yeah, so, I like Pitch Perfect too.
I think at the end of the day, YouTube is a needed platform because it's everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I think YouTube right now is going down in history of taking care of the big people and slamming the smaller people. Because at the end of the day, nothing's going to happen to the bigger YouTubers, right? They all right. They're flying high. But the smaller YouTuber that's trying to fight for views, fight for subscribers, fight for SEOs, fight for this and fight for that, we the ones that's got to continue to fight with the bigger ones. Listen, we all want to be big one day, right? But I think the push for advertisers got a lot of control in this too. Mm-hmm. They all focusing on, okay, if I post an ad of a 2018 product on a Casey Neistat video, you're going to see millions of people going to watch that ad versus a smaller YouTuber like me. I might get 5,000 views, so I might get 4,000 hits as far as ad. So you talk about a huge gap between that. That's why you don't see a lot of the big ad revenue people that hit smaller YouTubers. If you ever look at your YouTube videos and you see the ads, it's not like big corporation. I mean, sometimes, but I mean, you don't see Ford, you don't see Coca-Cola, you don't see those advertising. You might see something small, but I don't know. It's just me. But I do agree. That the bigger YouTubers, and listen, I'm not a bigger YouTuber. I'm a small YouTube channel, but I do this. I go after the smaller YouTubers, the 100 YouTubers, the 100 subscribers, the 1,000 subscribers. Those are the people that I try to bring on my shows to try to boost them up, because all the people I've had on my show, a lot of people didn't even know them.
Yeah, that's very true.
Like the tech couple, right? I mean, I didn't know the tech couple. Like, yo, I did this. Look, 6 months ago, 9 months ago, I didn't even know y'all. Mm-hmm. But now y'all my VIPs. That's the point, right?
Yeah. And I do want to say thank you, Eric. Thank you a lot, because what you're doing right now, it is exactly what small YouTubers need. They need a community, a place that they can go to where they can share their base. Even though someone's base, let's say, only has like 100 subscribers, well, that's a new subscriber that is now commingling and friendships are starting, And for me, I think it's beautiful. So I just want to say thank you, Eric, because we needed this. I'm glad that you did this before the Apocalypse 3, actually 4.0 happened. So thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not even a YouTuber, but I've met a lot of friends on here. Mm-hmm. There are people, I talked to Catwoman outside of Wednesday. Mm-hmm. I mean, I talk to people who are in the chat room outside of Wednesday. Mm-hmm. And we talk tech and everything else under the sun. So really, you've opened up a book to where people are intermingling and getting to know each other.
Yeah. And I think the chat room's talking about the president and all the stuff, but I think that's where YouTube needs to be valuable. Is we need to have conversations that maybe we're not always having in our neighborhood, and have conversations that we're not always having, elsewhere in life. And that's the value of YouTube. So I'm trying to be optimistic.
Me too. I think
Easy, they want you to go put on your Trump mask.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm gonna get it.
And Text for Your Needs really wants your ear. So he says if you can't talk to him now, he wants to talk to you in Telegram.
Text for Your Needs needs a moment. And then 10-minute Tech Reviews is saying not sucking up at all. But all you guys are the reason I stopped writing reviews for other people and went out on my own. And good for you, 10-minute Tech Reviews. Good for you going out on your own and doing your channel. I mean, so yeah, it's building content for other people versus yourself is definitely a different gig. Mm-hmm. But I think the class, now we're getting into this like classism on, oh God, it's scary. It's terrifying, Easy. Can somebody super chat Easy for doing that? Because he might have lost a bit of his soul.
Yeah.
Monetized for sure.
Do you want to, Trump, do you want to tell YouTube how great of a job they're doing with these new changes?
Nope. Easy ain't here.
Nope. Can't do anything. Thank you. Can you just tell everybody how you're the best? You're good at that. You're a genius.
He's responsible for everything positive that's happening.
That's right.
Everything.
And I want to say that I did say it, talk about the shithole countries out there, all right? So everybody knows about all the shithole countries.
Oh my!
It's okay. We never
But I
doubted
thought I thought you said you did shit house instead of shit hole. Like
Yeah, oh yeah, I meant to say shithole.
what's the
I
difference?
mean shit houses, not shithole. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Oops. I got to go
There's a
play
huge
golf.
difference there.
And I got to go play golf while the MLK holiday is going on. By the way, okay, I got to go.
Okay. I'll see you in the golf course.
Any other questions y'all want to ask me?
Are you responsible for the success of YouTube? Because I feel like maybe you are, since you're responsible for the success of everything else that's good in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm the one who bought YouTube.
Of course.
Oh, okay.
Big House Productions says that if you would kindly stay off of Twitter for a little bit.
Vine too. That's coming back.
I love to talk about CNN.
Twitter owns Vine, so
I love to talk about CNN because everybody need to watch Fox News. So that's why I like to tweet. Now since Twitter give you 120 characters, I could tweet even more.
Actually, it's 280.
280.
I didn't even know that. So I could tweet some more.
Why did I say that?
To write a novel.
Yes.
About how sane and smart you are.
And everybody talking about my health. I'm perfectly fine. Let me continue to eat my cheeseburgers every day.
And diet sodas.
Yeah.
Oh, all the diet soda.
Oh God.
I won the election.
That just made my night.
I got nothing.
Hillary Clinton, let's lock her up.
So are you worried that Oprah's going to run against you, Mr. President?
Well, she'd be a tough opponent, but we're going to win in 2020.
No, you're supposed to say it's fake news. That's fake news.
The Russians and go on to hack the election again. Why not?
Oh my gosh, this is now becoming cringy.
The chat room wants to know if you still have sex with your wife.
She don't even live in the White House.
True story.
They got a lot of AIDS, I mean, I just pay off the $120,000 for the stripper I just paid off. Y'all know that.
You are right.
The stripper,
True. Our bad.
But you're getting it wrong. It's because she's actually is a therapist. And so I hate her because he was telling her, all of his stuff, and yeah.
Sometimes you just
think
need somebody.
Gonna get demonetized. I tell y'all what, ain't no way I can apply for monetization on this video.
Yeah, this is definitely gonna get demonetized.
Uno Nice would like to know if you have a dongle or if you have more than one dongle and what your favorite dongle is.
Well, I got a whole bunch of them in the White House, so I mean, I don't know. Just name your
How do they fit in your small hand?
As long as I can grab a by the. Oh, I'm sorry.
Grab a by the dongle. Thank you.
As long as I can grab a by the what? Oh, I'm sorry. I just keep grabbing about a. I can't.
Oh, time's up with Mr. President.
Time's up.
Yes, he needs to step out of the room.
Time's up. Oh, Timothy Baxter taking it back to an oldie but a goodie, asking about, do you have a box of cigars in the Oval Office?
Oh yeah, I got the best. I'm getting it straight from y'all know where I'm getting it from, right? From Putin. Straight from Putin.
Oh.
I'm getting it straight from Putin. That's where the cigars come from. Nothing but the best.
Those Russian cigars. Famous.
They do have the big ones, so he hand pick them for me, and he send them straight to the Oval Office.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I think that everybody can see where YouTube is going. People don't like it, but they got to deal with it. It's ultimately elitism that's happening, and yeah, if you want to make money off of YouTube, you got to make. But I think Emily said it the best. YouTube is no longer an employer. They are just part of someone's portfolio.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, unless you are, you know, Casey Neistat, but even all the big YouTubers, most of the big YouTubers do other stuff. Like YouTube leads to other opportunities, and they rep brands and they consult and they do other stuff. So YouTube is a part of an income plan, but I think if you work, but then I do consulting with online businesses, but I think when you work online, you have to have a multi-stream income plan, because one of them can go down when you don't own the platform.
Yep. Yeah.
So
yeah.
Anyway, well, Eric's back.
Amazon. Hi, Eric. But what is it? Amazon just put out a patent for Amazon Tube. So, and then also Open Tube, I think is what it's called.
Is one of them.
Amazon
they were ugly names.
And then Open Tube. So we'll see how they're going to compete with YouTube, whether they're going to now harvest all of the small YouTubers that can no longer make any money.
I'd go to Amazon.
Yeah.
And Amazon, sorry, I was putting on lip gloss. Amazon just launched their influencer stores. So Amazon now has their influencer stores and are really making it easier for influencers to send people to Amazon. So I think you're seeing people use Amazon more. Oh, Mark.
Oh,
thank you, Mark.
Yes.
Super
chat. Yeah.
We'll say dongle for you if you super chat. Dongle.
Oh, yeah. Wait, last time we were doing super chats, Catwoman danced.
Nobody
remember that? Oh, you wasn't here.
I wasn't here. I missed Catwoman dancing.
Oh, yeah, you missed that one.
You missed that one.
Total text says YouTube can eat an eggplant. I don't know what that means.
You don't know what that means?
I do know what it means. I went to the movies last night with a friend of mine because we had a little girlfriend time, and we went and watched Pitch Perfect 3 and had dinner. And one of the previews was for a movie called Cock Blockers, but they don't call it Cock Blockers. It just had a giant picture of a rooster. So it said Blockers with a rooster at the top. But it is a comedy with all of the actors you would love to see, and it's a bunch of parents trying to stop their kids from having sex on prom night because one of the daughters leaves her Apple computer open, and the parents see all of the iMessages while the kids are out. So sees all the iMessages between the kids, and the parents are watching it, and the kids are doing, this, and they're doing the eggplants, and they're doing all that stuff on their text, and the parents are Googling what eggplant means, and then they're all like, and they get in their cars and try to go track the kids down at prom. It looks absolutely hilarious, but it does play on all of the emojis because it was a while before I understood what the eggplant meant.
Yeah, I remember when people would talk only in emojis, and then they were saying that basically like going back to the Egyptians.
Yep, hieroglyphics.
Yeah, so it's funny how that comes full circle.
They make fun of it in the Emoji Movie, which I've seen with my kiddos. They're like, it's a language in pictures. Sound familiar?
I actually like the Emoji Movie. I know
I like the Emoji Movie.
Like it. I liked it. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, I like it too.
I didn't see it. I didn't want to see it though.
It's cheeky.
Yeah,
it's cheeky, but it kind of makes fun at the online life.
Speaking of funny things, what do you guys feel about the 3 major memes that have come out in 2018? So there's the Tide Pod Challenge. It was only a meme before, but now it's a challenge and people are actually eating it and dying. Then there's Uganda Knuckles. And then the other one is spaghetti. Somebody touch my spaghetti. What do you guys know about these memes at all? Do you guys have any comments about them?
The only memes I've been seeing is after the New Orleans Saints lost with that player. They got him doing that, and they got him like on WWE.
Yes. I love it when you do that.
All kinds of memes about my New Orleans player. I mean, he missed that tackle. He was like this, and they got all kinds of pictures of Jesus Christ slamming them against the ground, and man, they going crazy over my New Orleans Saints. Now that's been the memes I've been seeing.
Mm-hmm.
I think
the Tide Pod challenge things were funny.
is it's a really bad idea.
Well, not for real. Not the ones where they're actually eating the Tide Pods, but like the one that says, "Oh, they're eating Tide Pods," and they have
the pods. Easy the washing machine and
oh my goodness, really?
The washing machine pods.
Right. Oh yeah.
Hold on, I'll be back.
They had to put all the warning labels on because kids would get a hold of them and eat them and die because they're totally toxic and they like can rupture your throat. And I didn't realize there was a challenge to see if you could eat it and not die. I mean, I remember when people were doing the Pop Rocks and Coca-Cola to see if your esophagus would really explode and people got really hurt. But if there's been massive product liability lawsuits and there's warnings all over the package, don't do it.
Right. I mean,
but do you see the memes where the people are picking fun at the Tide Pod challenge where they're saying, "Oh, they're eating Tide Pods," when all this time they had chocolate syrup in their car and somebody's sitting there doing an oil change, and you see the oil coming out of the car.
That's funny.
So they're making memes picking funny. Yeah,
I've seen the cinnamon challenge and the ghost pepper challenge. Oh my god, the ghost pepper challenge is hilarious.
It is
hilarious. Amount to the Tide Pod.
I don't want to see people puke on the internet though. I really don't.
I know. So wait, what is that?
Those are the Tide Pods.
Detergent.
Yeah,
they said they come up in little pods.
So they eat that.
Look like candy?
They eat that.
No. Yeah, people eat them.
Yeah.
But it's got all the stuff in it. It's got like the pre-wash and the post-wash, and it's supposed to time release when it's in the wash, and then it's got a whole thing of detergent.
I'm old school. I just been putting like the powder in there and hitting the machine. Damn, I got to get up with technology, huh?
Well, the powder's in there.
Yeah. Really? Well, there's no powder in this one.
The top isn't the white part?
No, it's all liquid.
Oh, it's all liquid. That's right.
It's all liquid.
So you just put the whole pot in there. Do you open it?
Talking about dishwashing detergent.
Oh, that's right.
Bite into it.
The powders in them. Yeah. So basically, what happened was in 2017, children were eating Tide Pods because the way you could get to them was really easy. They didn't have any childproof lock or nothing like that. So then Tide started coming out with commercials about how, don't let your children near the Tide Pods. They look like candy, but they're not. Things like that. And then so people started making memes of them. They started calling them the forbidden fruit. And it was really funny. I thought it was hilarious. I love the Tide Pod memes. But then people started creating it as a challenge. Like actually like putting in their mouth and biting down and eating it. And it's like, okay, but what is the challenge? Do you survive? Because, and then some people are like, oh, they didn't tell me. I didn't know.
You know?
People don't like
warning.
Warning.
If you swallow, you will die.
You will die. Lawyers have been all over that shit.
They have.
But you don't remember when people would set themselves on fire? When they had the fire challenges and stuff like that?
Yeah, I've seen the fire.
People do stupid shit. I mean, I don't think we're arguing that people aren't stupid. I think that the problem is like our cars have gotten so safe, like our playground equipment's gotten really safe. We've kind of bubble wrapped our whole population, so people have to find other ways to die from stupidity. And this is just it. This is Darwinism. I say we let it be. Like if you're gonna eat a Tide Pod and die,
grown adults are doing this. 40 people, I think, have died or has been in the hospital because they tried to eat one.
So when you put it in the, wash machine,
it is a little kid thing because I've actually sprayed Windex on my tongue once because I was just straight up curious, and then I just left, and my tongue burned for like half the day. It was really bad. I learned my lesson, but it's
curiosity there though. I have to know.
Well, don't all you got to do if you want to learn your lesson. Watch the Christmas Story when Mikey put his tongue on the frozen pole.
Yes,
that's how you learn your lesson.
Not teach a lesson. Do you know how many YouTube videos there are of people sticking their tongue onto poles? You could literally
bad idea.
Yeah, you could search it. I think it made people want to do it even more.
Oh my god!
Wait, Mark is saying kids are smoking it. Kids are smoking what, Mark? Did I miss something? Are kids smoking the Tide Pods?
Oh. What?
Am I misinterpreting something, Mark? I really hope he doesn't mean kids are smoking the Tide Pods. Like, because I live in California and weed's legal and everybody's vaping. Like, you don't need to smoke a Tide Pod if you live in California, Colorado.
I know people who smoked potpourri when I was in high school. I wouldn't put it past.
What?
Family smoking? I didn't hang out with the family smoke it kids. He says Tide Pods. Oh.
Smoking Tide Pods?
Smoking Tide Pods?
I need to come out of the chat and come back in. I'm behind. I got
Timothy Baxter says it's God's way of weeding people out. Yeah, Timothy, the problem is we're living in the movie Idiocracy right now. 2018 is the year that we are living in Idiocracy, and we're all going to have to like band together to get through it. Yeah. So let's just hold hands and agree that we're not going to start putting Gatorade on the plants, and that we're not going to start watching movies called Ow My Balls. Like,
Ow My Balls.
We're just... It hurts my head. 10-minute tech review says there was the warning on the hot coffee content may cause burns. Well, that was because that 80-year-old woman burned the ever-living crap out of herself and had like skin sloughing off. And they're like, well, coffee can't be that hot. I actually read that whole case, but the coffee was, in that particular case, the coffee was above the regulated temperature, and she actually lost like skin by spilling it on her lap. You shouldn't actually get injured. I actually tried when I'm going to tell a work story. I actually had a guy who was assaulted with water from Starbucks and had huge blistering burns down his neck because...
What, like boiling water?
He went into Starbucks and got a cup of hot water for tea. It was this dude's ex, went into Starbucks, got a cup of hot water for tea, walked outside where he was sitting with a group of his friends and threw it on him. And he saw her coming and turned his face, and it burned, like bubbling, hospitalized burns all down his face because the water from Starbucks was so hot. Because she asked, if you ask at Starbucks, they'll give you hotter water. But I charged it as an assault with a deadly weapon because you can kill somebody. So she thought I was being overzealous. I thought I was amazing because it said in the complaint, assault with a deadly weapon, to wit. And normally it says like knife, skateboard, to wit, Starbucks hot water. I have a picture of it somewhere. I thought it was amazing. Anyway, so yes, there are warnings on everything because of, lawyers. But don't eat the Tide Pods.
When we was growing up, we had alcohol and, they got a little weed here and there, but that was it, man. That was it. I mean, drinking liquor.
Oh, no.
Little marijuana.
They get creative now.
Not like this here weed. Now you can just eat it in class because it's in candies and nobody can tell that it's weed or not. I mean, it's gotten into a different realm of what kids are exposed to.
Shout out to Craig in the building. He said, hello, easy and ladies. Craig.
Hey, Craig.
Hey, Craig.
So, yeah.
Anyway. I mean, you think about it. I mean, yeah, we might be telling our age here, but I mean, man, alcohol. I mean, I thought alcohol and marijuana was it, but all these kids are doing everything. Remember the glue? Remember they still glue?
Well, they didn't have
plain marijuana isn't enough.
Easy.
Huh?
They didn't have Tide Pods when we were kids, so we had to sniff glue.
And I was gonna say, plain marijuana isn't enough for kids nowadays. It has to be dipped in something or something else.
Yes, chocolate covered marijuana.
They put it in brownies and stuff, right?
Yeah. They put it in just about everything you can find. They put in California, what I see with the edibles is you get candies like the gummy peachy ring candies, like different kind of gummy candies, gummy bears, mints, like that come in a little mint tin, all brownies, cookies, oils, like you can pretty much get high off of anything.
So we got a tech question here. I know we're talking about brownies and
we're talking about weed.
we have a tech question. What is your daily driver, ladies?
My Note 8.
The Note 8.
Oh, my phone just unlocked because my face is here. I'm on my iPhone 10. And will be all year.
Kimmy?
Huawei.
What is that? That's a Kimmy?
Yes. Huawei Mate 10. Hey, I got matching cases. They're bunny rabbits. And the meme.
Wait a second.
Too.
Wait a minute.
What? They're like slippers.
They have tails too.
Oh my God, those are so amazing.
I'm a case fanatic. So I have regular cases and I have girly cases.
Those are pretty fuzztastic.
Like Ewoks.
So you leave your house with those cases?
Yes, I do. I sat in court one day. Listen. And I have things with my ex-husband. So I was in court and the deputy comes over and he says, I thought you brought, because I have a bear too. He said, I thought you brought something for moral support. He said, that's your phone. My phone.
But it's still here for moral support.
He thought I had a teddy bear in the courtroom.
He thought you had a comfort animal.
So people say
It's like point on the phone where he hurt you.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Without the dongles, huh?
Yeah. Woo! Or maybe with the dongle. I mean,
but the camera and everything works because it has cutouts. So
oh wow, that's
well.
blinged
where
out.
in the world do you get those?
I had them for my iPhone too. You just look up plush case.
I need to do that. I'm not creative enough.
Everybody here in the chat either has a Note 8 or an iPhone X.
That is.
Oh, Moto Z2 Play.
Moto Z2 Play.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up.
But it's a Note 8. It's a Note 8 and a Moto Z2 Play. That's not a one of those is your daily driver, Don.
He might be like me. He might be bisexual.
Bisexual?
Total Tech's like I just got back and WTF. Yes. Yes, Total Tech. Yes.
Anything happens on Wine Wednesday. Anything.
All things go. And I'm only on Booch tonight and all things go.
If we could go back to the weed subject, I actually have a cool story to tell you guys.
Yeah, we want to hear your cool weed story.
Okay, so I personally have not ever smoked weed. Let me just get that out the way. I've never smoked weed. But the school that I went to in New York, the high school that I went to in New York, there was a famous pizzeria that was like down the block, and we were allowed to go outside for lunch, and people would go there and they would get pizza. Well, about a month or two of me going to that school, that pizza place got shut down because their oregano was weed. And mind you, not only did I go to that high school during the summer before high school started, I worked there, and we would get pizzas from there all the time. So I can truly say that I've never smoked weed, but I have eaten it, and it was not on purpose. But yeah.
So how much did they get sued? Like, I mean, I know they're sitting in prison right now, right?
Oh yeah, of course. Back then there was nothing lenient. There was no thing as medical marijuana. I was 13.
Yeah,
there was none of that.
So why would they give away marijuana? Like, I mean, they put it in the pizza.
The most popular pizza ever.
Yeah, it tastes really good.
So good. Yes, people were like, I can't eat enough of this pizza. I have to have more
right now
pizza.
how it tastes. It was that good.
Yes, she still remembers the taste of the pizza.
It was a really, really good pizza.
And weed makes you hungry, so now you want more pizza. Like it's pizza that makes you want more pizza.
Oh my gosh, that's so true.
So wait. We had another tech question, but they took he retracted it, and I think this is a good tech.
He asked
question.
about Huawei and AT&T.
Right, Huawei. How about Huawei in the United States?
Give them a chance. Give them a chance.
Yeah.
No,
I like competition.
Have something that was Congress was trying to block Huawei. Period. From the
Are they spying on us?
Yeah, I've heard that. And then we got problems with OnePlus, right? Did OnePlus like stealing people credit cards or something? What's going on with all that? So we got a couple of stories in the tech realm. We got the Huawei that's not coming to the United States, but they got phones in the United States, which is the Mate 9, but the Mate 10 is not coming to the AT&T. They went on and pulled the covers off.
Don't go to Best Buy.
Yeah, I guess it's going to go to Best Buy, but I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on with the.
They are getting picture of a rooster blocked. That is happening, and I feel for them because we need as much competition as possible right now. Samsung and Apple are dominating. Mind you, I love Samsung. I love my Note 8, but I love competition too, and I love the success that comes out of people trying to convince me to give up my money.
Yeah, you have to innovate.
Make me give up my money.
You have to innovate when there's more competition. And that is a good thing. And you have to give me rewards points when I use Apple Pay.
Yeah, please. Apple, get on that.
Just saying.
I give you permission to steal that.
So Albert said OnePlus is not stealing.
T-Mobile didn't jump into the circle, then we wouldn't have unlimited.
Yeah, you know what? You're right.
It wouldn't have came back to Verizon and everybody else.
You're right.
So the question is, Albert he's a OnePlus he's a OnePlus CEO person there. So Albert in the building, he said that OnePlus is not stealing people cards. They're fully PCI DSS certified.
Wait, did you just say Albert is the CEO of OnePlus?
Yeah, he's CEO. He down there with Carl Pay down there with OnePlus. Albert.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Albert.
I'm gonna tell you, man. I like Albert. Albert, my boy. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. He a good supporter of this YouTube channel. We just have fun. Me and Albert be talking the weave hours in the night on Telegram group. So he's a very good supporter of this channel. We just have fun. That's all.
What is Telegram?
I need to get back in there.
Telegram is a social media platform where you could have groups, private groups with like I got private groups with my subscribers.
So like old school AOL chat rooms.
Yeah, it's like that, you know. So I think a lot of YouTubers, include myself, I have a Telegram group, but I got my subscribers, my supporters. We all sit up there and talk about technology freaking all day and all night.
Yeah.
It is definitely a social media app. It's big too. I mean, you
have to turn your alerts off.
Yeah, you got to turn your alerts off.
I will have to check it out. I live in Voxer. So I live in Voxer. My people are in Voxer. My clients are in Voxer. I live in Voxer.
What's a Voxer?
So Voxer is it's a walkie-talkie app, and so you can have conversations back and forth and send little video clips, but it chirps when you do it. So
oh my god!
Like hold on, let me Voxer somebody.
Next tail.
So it is
Pretty Nation.
Here, watch. I'm gonna Voxer my girl. Can you hear it?
Oh yeah.
So and then you send little well, it's not super loud. You send little Voxes back and forth. Hey lady, it's Wine Wednesday. So just checking in and saying hi because we're talking about Voxer. And then she gets it, and then you've got a whole little audio stream, and it works across platform and is really, really easy to use. So I live in Voxer because that's where my people are, but now I need to go check out Telegram. All right, Telegram.
I like what Yasmin Christian says. She said politics. And I know exactly what she means by that. Like Samsung and Apple are like Republicans and Democrats. And we're like, we need another party. And so, you know, we have the CEO, Albert. He's the Green Party.
We need a third party.
And then, you know, we have other parties that are trying to come in. I don't even know what are the names of the other parties. I don't remember the Green Party.
They got independents, right? They got independents.
You got independents. You've got Green Party. You've got
you got the Green Party.
You've got libertarians. You've got
the Tea Party.
Not an official registered party with the U.S. government because they're kind of anti that sort of thing. They're more of a faction.
Oh, okay.
But no, I think in some states the Tea Party might actually be registered, but I think they are a faction, not as nationwide. Anyway. Politics, but it's like Europe where they've got all the little parties and then they have to form a cooperative government. I like it. So
as we talk about politics, let's ask the question: Oprah Winfrey. What y'all think
about whether she's going to run? About whether she'd win?
Run or win?
Or do we want her to run?
I'm good. Not because no shade at Oprah whatsoever. I do not knock any of her accomplishments whatsoever. But I want someone with a little bit more experience this time around.
I would like to get back to logical, sane politicians.
Not entertaining.
And I think we need, I think, Emily's personal opinion, I think we need a really good libertarian candidate, because I think it would unify all of the parties. And libertarians are kind of like, leave my personal life alone and don't spend too much of my money. And let's keep everybody safe. And so but some of them are also insane and very conspiracy theory-ish. So if we had a rational libertarian who was just like, we're not going to take all your money, we're going to keep everybody safe, and you can kind of do whatever you want with your body and your bedroom and whatever, I think everybody would be like, I can stand behind that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think you'd bring together all of your fairly liberal conservatives, and you'd bring forth your kind of fiscally conservative liberals, and you'd put them all together. Mm-hmm. And then the only people left would be the outlying wackadoodles on each side, and they're never going to come to the middle anyway. So leave the wackadoodles and like just deal with the rational people. Mm-hmm. But our election system has gotten to playing to the wackadoodles. Mm-hmm. So everybody's gotten so exaggerated that they're going so far either way. Most of the country isn't that way. They're in the middle. Yeah. Stop playing to the wackadoodles.
Yeah, I agree with you. We don't need no more. We need politicians. Those that have been in there, they already worked out some deals. They already know the politics or stuff like that. I mean,
but they say that America is the place where anyone can be president.
Can we just get someone who will stay off of Twitter? Can we just? There's no shame anymore, and it pisses me off. And it's not really a politics thing. Our government is supposed to have some dignity. Mm-hmm. and not supposed to diss the rest of the world. Yeah. We're not better than anyone because we were born here or live here. Mm-hmm. We're in a different circumstance. But the fact that it's become us versus them is gross, because it used to be us and you too, and everybody can be here, and let's all once again, let's all just get along.
Yeah.
Yes, Gary Brown, The Rock 2020. The Rock versus Oprah.
I love Twitter.
It's just every day is something new. We can't wake up without it being something.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, some of those days we're waking up to ballistic missile warnings.
Oh, God.
Can we talk about that? Do you all think that was a technical error, Mr. President? Now that you're back.
Yes.
Was the ballistic missile warning a technical error? Or was that somebody looking for you?
Nah, I mean, they shot a missile. We just blew that shit out of the sky.
Y'all laugh. I actually think that's what happened.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that was no mistake. Somebody taking a fall for that. I think they shot a missile. They blew that shit out of the sky.
Your bigger button won this time, huh?
I think so. Yeah. I think.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You don't wait 40 minutes for a mistake. Like if you
had the bigger dongle.
Yeah. This time. Timothy Baxter says I should run in 2020. Timothy Baxter. I have to finish tying up loose ends on the people who know too much about me before I can run for president. So I am not there just yet.
I was watching a video where somebody actually showed a screenshot of what it looks like when you put out the message, and they need to update their Windows. Okay. They were like on Windows XP. And then when they switched shifts, you had to test the emergency you had to test the system. But instead of choosing test, it was a scroll. There was a drop-down menu. Right underneath the other one was
release.
Yeah, like missile warning. And then the other one was test missile. And then they chose the missile warning. And that person pressed it, and then they went, okay. But the fact that it took them 38 minutes.
Yeah, like 40 minutes.
Shot it down.
You think the guy would have been like, oh, sorry, my bad. I clicked the wrong one.
Because he shot it down. Because it was a missile.
Because that guy should have gotten the alert to his phone too.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
I like that we're just assuming it's a guy because men screw up everything. But
well, actually, someone did take responsibility, which was his superior. He was like, I take full responsibility. I was the one in charge. And, you know, it's a guy. He's like, I take full responsibility. But then not even like a few days after that, it happened in Japan too.
I don't think it's a coincidence. I don't think it's a coincidence, people.
Yeah. And somebody said this.
No, it don't. No, it don't. It's not a coincidence.
Oh, wow.
Speak the truth.
That now
Mr. President.
The next one that happens, people are gonna second guess, and now they've just wasted minutes of their actual, you know, limited time because they think that this might be fake.
Right.
It's like, sometimes we just get tested on.
It was real. Trust me, it was real.
Mr. President's been bleaching his teeth.
Mr. Former President.
Yes.
No, they still get called Mr. President until they die.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
Yep, you would. If you ran into Mr. Barack Obama, you would refer to him as Mr. President.
I have a question about monarchs. If Queen Elizabeth decided to give up her throne, would she still be allowed to be called the queen?
She technically would still be the queen if I love royalty. I believe, and I believe if Charles took the throne and forced through Camilla as queen, which we can't even talk about how I would feel about that because I would be rageful on something that I have actually no stake in, and I'm not a citizen of their country, but I'd be pissed. Then technically she would be the queen, like not the queen, but yes, the queen, lowercase queen, not like the queen.
Just queen.
But, oh no, she would be Queen Elizabeth. So instead of being the queen, because if Camilla became the queen, Camilla would be the queen. She would become Queen Elizabeth. However, I think she knows that the country doesn't love Charles, and I think she is going to wait it out so that William can be king, and King can be queen.
You know what I love about this stream? The fact that so many people like really believe that it wasn't a mistake. They're like, yeah, Hawaii something really did happen, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't feel alone. I feel really happy to know that other people think the same way.
As soon as I heard about it, I immediately thought it wasn't a mistake because it took too long to tell people the right thing. I mean, it took too long.
Yeah,
it took too long.
Think about it. If something really happened, would you really tell the masses that you averted something?
No.
Because then there would be people outside of the White House with pitchforks like, you need to make things right with Kim Jong-un. That was a close call. We don't even want war. Like, you know.
We like vacationing in Hawaii. Please don't let it get blown off the map. Right?
Yeah.
It would be bad. And people would be terrified and they would run on the banks. They would run on the grocery stores. Like, people would be afraid. So... Mr. Catwoman. Hello, Mr. Catwoman.
Mr. Catwoman is in the building. He come by to show his support. What's up, sir? How you doing?
Yeah. It would cause widespread panic, though. If so, I think, on all my non-informed knowledge, I think that they never explained why it took so long to fix. You imagine that when you hit something and you go, oh.
Yeah,
like maybe 5 minutes to get it back, maybe 5 minutes to send out a retraction because you've got to figure out what to do.
Yeah.
No, Sean Vega Velez, she would not be the queen mother because she is not the mother of the queen. Because she would be Queen Elizabeth, I believe.
The artist.
I don't think she would be the queen mother.
Google, where are you?
I don't think she would be the queen mother. I mean, I guess she could be, but I think she would be Queen Elizabeth. Not the queen mother. I could be wrong. I might have to retract everything I just said. Why don't we? I'm just going to Google it. I'll be back.
Yeah. But you know what? Let me make sure we put a disclaimer in here because what happens is people are going to watch this Wine Wednesday and they're going to see this Obama mess. They're going to see this Trump mess and they're going to be like, oh, God. Thumbs down. I'm gonna report you. I hate you. Listen, guys, this is pure entertainment. Or you got to say that because my YouTube channel has kind of hit a little different threshold where people actually watch this shit. And so when people watch this shit and they go crazy, like, I'm a Democrat. People say this, don't bring politics into YouTube. You're a tech channel. Guys, it's fun and entertaining. Don't get all in your skin when you see a Trump mask or Obama mask on. I mean, we just having fun. I just want to put that disclaimer in because I know I'm going to get hit with a lot of comments. Like I always do. People going to be pissed off at me because I put on a Trump mask. So people just calm down. It's all good.
That's when you got to hit them with the no fucks given. Maybe that's why I'm not on YouTube because I don't.
See, here's the thing. I've learned being on YouTube as I've reached the couple of thousand subscribers, is that I have to be a little more attentive on what I post. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm on the internet, so people take me. I've seen this and do gifs of me. All right, I've seen gifs of me all over the place, of me doing all kinds of stupid stuff floating around the internet. So I have to be attentive of what the things I do here because I'm on the internet 5 days a week.
Big House Production says, at least you're not being biased. You have both masks.
Yes. Yes. I have the Republican and the Democrat.
But Yasmin said, new tweet, Apple to hire 20,000 employees to open a second headquarters. That's good.
But will it have a cafe?
Oh, yeah.
They would have to. I wonder where they'd open it. That'd be East Coast. Yeah. They would have to have it like an East Coast headquarters, right? Because don't they have a lot of their big this is where we need the tech couple. Tech couple, you know these things. They would have to have they have some big data facilities on the East Coast and stuff. So, you know, might make sense. So,
oh my God!
I'm
Sean.
Good.
Oh, Sean, that was low.
Closing down their stores and stuff.
Oh, Sean, that was low.
He said it's entertainment, like Minnesota beat New Orleans. Hey, listen, I take it. One thing about us New Orleans Saints fans, you got to be a Saints fan regardless win, lose, or draw. It is what it is. I'm still a fan no matter what. Shouts out to Minnesota. They won. Hey, they won.
We were rooting for New Orleans over at my house, Easy. We were screaming at the television. My kids were like, what is happening?
Yeah, it was a good game. I know you wasn't. Because guess what? At the end of the day, if the Saints would have beat Minnesota, we sure would beat y'all.
Hey, we watched the last so many seconds of that game, and I was like, okay, Saints have won. You know, I'm looking for y'all to win out
10 seconds.
In the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Leave my eyes. I thought I had something to drink because I wasn't even thinking watching the game. I was like, no, he stepped out of bounds or something. Something happened. I was like, no, he's by himself in the end zone.
It was
Did I really just see that? Yes.
Yeah, it sucked. It sucked. It goes to say any given Sunday, a game could change in a heartbeat. That's why you got to watch everything. And you know what? That's life. Think about this. What happened in that game, I kind of remind me of life. Things can happen in a split second. You could be on the top of the mountaintop, and one thing could happen. You could be low on the totem pole. Just like that. It's just how life is, right? For example, today the Powerball. That means somebody is going to be high on the mountaintop if they get all the numbers of the Powerball. Right? So everything can change in an instant. That's how life is, man.
I would love to
back the other way.
Somebody winning. Yep, of somebody winning, and it was their first time ever doing the Powerball ever, like beginner's level. That would be an awesome story.
I was gonna say, like, when the girl won from here. Well, I think she was from the girl from North Carolina who had all the kids. She was a single parent. She won, and she was here, but then she was dating a guy who couldn't stay out of jail.
Oh, I heard about that story. Yeah, so
and it's just like you go from here back down to here.
That's all the lottery money on the guy. They got him out of jail or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Money does
his
not
bond.
change.
Like she spent a lot of money.
Elaborates you.
I can tell you what. You give me a few millions of dollars, right? I promise you, I would do something good with it. I promise you that.
I'd share it.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm a Cowboys fan. Trying to get trying to get rid of Jerry.
Oh, yeah, that's the only way y'all gonna have anything.
But they're not gonna get rid of Jerry Jones, huh? I mean, they need an owner.
But that's the only way they're gonna have anything. He hires a lot of yes men.
Well, you gotta, you know, I mean, you got, what's his name? They got a pretty good quarterback, right? He's a rookie. I mean, you know.
But their coach.
How about the Cowboys?
He won't ever hire a coach that can coach.
Hey, listen, they can keep him because it only helps us. It only helps other teams.
Right.
So they can keep the quarterback. Right. They can keep the coach.
Because easy, we play the NFC East next season. Next season. So yeah. That's good for us. Yeah, high five on that one.
Right. So but Jason Garrett, right? Jason Garrett is the coach. Let him keep the coach. Let him keep the players. Let him keep everybody, right? Let them keep on getting suspended for DWIs and beating up their wives and stuff. Let that keep going on in Dallas, right? Let that keep on rolling. We everybody love it.
How about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys, right? So I mean, in New Orleans, it's crazy for us, right? We about to hit Mardi Gras. Then Mardi Gras Day is one day before Valentine's Day. Right, and it's going to get crazy wild in New Orleans because we got Mardi Gras, and we got Super Bowl Sunday, then Mardi Gras, then Valentine's Day. It is going to be insane in New Orleans.
Time for king cakes.
But king cakes is already out. I mean, they're already selling them. You know, they changed some things about king cakes. You know, some king cakes, they don't put the baby inside no more because everybody's talking about the kids and choking. So they take the babies and they tape it to the side of the box now. That's no fucking fun. No, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, what's a king cake?
Oh my God.
Go for it, Easy.
All right, so a king cake it's a cake, a traditional cake that have different stuff it's a round. Oh my God, you have to Google it. But a king cake is a round. We call it a dough log. It's round and it has different flavors on it, and they put a baby inside of it. So the tradition is during the season of Mardi Gras, everybody buy a king cake every day, and whoever gets the baby is the one that has to buy the next king cake. So it's traditionally you get king cake every day.
How big is the baby?
The baby's,
a little like plastic toy baby.
And it's been tradition for decades, but due to all the change, due to this, due to that, you can't put the baby in there anymore because it's a choking hazard. So now the tradition has changed. Just
why can't the tradition just be don't give a baby king cake?
Well, because you're right. And you know what? Here's the thing. When you cut the king cake, I do this all the time. When you cut the king cake, I always stick my finger inside the dough to make sure, because you can feel the baby before you choke down on it, right? So I don't know, man. So listen, a lot of tradition, like coconuts for Zulu, they used to throw coconuts. I do understand the coconut thing because people was getting cracked in the head. So they give the coconuts out of the float now. They used to just throw coconuts at people, right? And I mean, you get cracked in the head. They did that for decades. Now they don't throw the coconuts anymore. So could you imagine? You're not paying attention, you're sipping them. And in New Orleans, right, everybody's drunk. I mean, everybody's dancing, they drinking, you know, in public. I mean, because, I mean, you know, it's legal down here, right? So everybody just drinking until you got a coconut pop you upside the head, and you know, I got the soup. So everybody's soup conscious. So yes. How it is in New Orleans.
So what's the new tradition now? You just don't throw coconuts anymore?
Nah, they just hand them out the they just hand them out the floats.
They got throwing kiwis now.
That's kind of like a coconut.
They're gonna be dongles.
Little brown kiwis.
They'll throw dongles. Get a float throwing dongles. Very popular.
I mean, you think about it, like in Mardi Gras, they throw panties and all kinds of stuff, right? You see all kinds of stuff people throw. I ride the float every year. I mean, they have panties, they got little dongles and stuff.
Float do you drive?
For your knee said a concussion, right?
Which float?
Which
float, Eric?
CTE.
I am in King Arthur. All right, I'm in King Arthur Parade, And actually, King of the Parade, y'all watch it. If y'all watch Mardi Gras TV, y'all might see me because I play music on the float. I'm versatile. I'm YouTube, business.
He's making the king cakes. He's throwing coconuts. He's playing music.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
What are you gonna throw on your float?
I play music. They throw traditional stuff, you know. So they throw all kinds of traditional stuff.
They're gonna throw like turkey legs.
No, it's beads and doubloons and it's. I just thought so you don't know anything about Mardi Gras. You might did. So I actually made a video on my YouTube channel. All right, using the Galaxy S7, and I filmed the whole parade. Well, not the whole parade from beginning. I did like 6 minutes or so, right? Using the cameras on the Galaxy S7. So I got that video on my YouTube channel.
Oh, word! I'll have to check it out. Unfortunately, I'm not very cultured in the Mardi Gras. I've unfortunately only participated in culturally appropriated Mardi Gras in school and at work, where they have fake Mardi Gras and they give everybody beads and masks and stuff. But I always knew it wasn't the same. So I want to say on behalf of the people that are not from New Orleans, I'm sorry that we have culturally appropriated your Mardi Gras, because yours is way better than the ones that we do.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing about Mardi Gras New Orleans is the freedom to drink in public. If we drink in public anyway. But in Mardi Gras, it brings it to another level. I mean, you'll actually see people selling beer. You selling beer on the parade route.
Yeah, it's like Vegas.
Yes, like Vegas. You're selling beer.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, just like Vegas.
I mean,
it's like Vegas, New Orleans style.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to get drunk, New Orleans is a place. It's party city down here. I mean, just think about it. It's cold as hell, right? 20 degrees or whatever. You go down to French Quarters. It's packed as hell in the French Quarters, right? I mean, they all standing out. Oh, we love it down here. And they got bottles of liquor in their hand and stuff like that. I mean, it is like that in New Orleans. Listen, I moved to San Antonio after Katrina. And I can tell you, I miss New Orleans. Oh, my God. I mean, we call it the dirty Big Easy or whatever they call it, the Big Easy down south, the dirty south or whatever. But it's a party city because you can party 24 hours, 7 days a week. Clubs don't close down here.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
I've been to New Orleans one time. It wasn't during Mardi Gras. I have to go back. I enjoyed it more than my 2 trips to Vegas. They have a parade every day. They had a parade the day I went. And it wasn't Mardi Gras. And I had a blast. Like, there's something for everybody in New Orleans. That's the way I feel. You don't have to be a gambler like you do in Vegas. There is something for everybody. Like, the culture there, the people out playing music, there's something for everybody. They had a parade because they knew you were coming. No, they just have parades. Just at random. They have parades.
Take the compliment.
No, she's not taking it. She's taking the wine, is what she's saying. Like,
So, I mean, let's get on another subject here. It's 2018. It's January. A fresh of relief, right? 2017 is over. We got 2018. I mean, what is it about 2018 that got people? You got some people that's pissed off. I mean, everybody like upset about everything. Then you got some people like myself. I started doing tech and health. I started having commitments and goals. I started being more of a family person. I kind of get a little bit away from YouTube because I'm on YouTube every day. So I try to scale a little bit from YouTube to try to spend a little more time with the Oracle. And these type of things that I'm looking at, like, you know, to try to do in 2018. Any kind of, I don't know if that's a New Year's resolution, but that's what I like, my commitment. Even though I'm not overweight, but I wanted to get in shape. Listen, I did a video when I jogged. Oh my God, I'm out of freaking breath. And I did another video when I ran. That video coming, and I'm saying to myself, how the hell am I like a $105 and I'm so out of shape? So you don't have to be overweight to be out of shape, by the way. You know what I'm saying?
I was out of breath when I went to go get the Tide Pods upstairs. So I feel you on that one.
I mean, so what I'm doing at this tech and health, I mean, I'm not getting a lot of views on that. Obviously, people don't care about health. But I'm just doing it just because I just want to.
You know why? Because you don't post any clickbait stuff.
I know.
Your second health.
Yeah.
You have to put, I lost 20 pounds with second health in 1 week.
Use tech to make your dongle look bigger.
Yeah. That's right. They help to make your dongle bigger. Yeah.
I mean, you look smaller, the dongle looks bigger, right?
Yeah. That's millions of views, right? I mean, you exercise.
You gotta put a hot guy in a Speedo and a chicken.
Yeah, you gotta put a random ass clickbaity thumbnail on it too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Like I got to highlight The Rock Johnson, right? Hey man, let me get this a screenshot so I can use it as my clickbait.
Exactly.
This is how you can look. All the ladies like, Hercules, let me click it as me.
Yeah.
Damn it, clickbait.
This is where your Photoshop skills need to come in. So you make a thumbnail that says tech and health before and after. So you make a picture of yourself and you give yourself like 4 chins.
Yeah.
Really big, and then now. And then people will click on it.
Then you have The Rock on the end.
Yeah, I got The Rock.
I'm like, yeah, you can do it.
Do you smell what The Rock is cooking?
This is what I look like now.
Oh,
yeah. I love The Rock, though.
Yeah.
To be honest. I want to go see Jumanji.
Oh, I haven't seen
Little Rock action. But Easy was asking, you were asking about goals.
Yeah.
So did you hit your New Year's challenge yet, Easy, on the Apple Watch? The Ring in the New Year challenge? I
hit all kinds of stuff on, I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of people have been clowning me, talking about you got to get the Samsung, and I got the Samsung thing, right? I went and got one.
You got the wrong one.
It's not the same thing.
It is what it is. Hey, listen.
No, it's not.
It's a Samsung watch. Samsung Fit.
Stop deflecting. Answer Emily's question.
All right. So yes,
he didn't do it.
I actually didn't hit. I hit a lot of goals, right? And this thing runs all day. I don't know how to check it.
It's on your phone in the achievements. It's on your phone. You got to go to your achievements and check out your badges. And then it tells you what your monthly goal is. It tells you any special challenges like the Ring in the New Year challenge. And it tells you all your stuff in your achievements.
Samsung Health?
No. Apple Watch.
Oh, Apple Watch. Okay.
Your activity app. The one with the circles on it.
Yes.
Tutorials with Emily.
Apple. That one. And then you tap it. And then it shows you your achievements under achievements, and you get all these little badges.
Okay. The one that you want to see he got. What does it look like?
It's this one. Wait.
Oh,
this one. The special achievements go at the top. The other achievements go down the bottom. Your girl's been blowing it up.
Dang, that's a lot.
We gotta lose some pounds this year.
Yeah, you good.
Oh, he's showing. Did he get it?
Nope, not yet. Easy. Go up to the top. Go up to the top. There will be one that it's waiting for you to get up there. It'll be a blank, and you can click on the blank one up above the star. Turn it around.
No, nope, tap on. No, tap.
Nope. Turn it around and look at it.
Tap on the blank space above the star.
Above the star, it should have a grayed out one, and it'll tell you what the challenge is.
Okay. The challenge is, it says, started 2018 strong in January. Earned this award by closing all 3 of your activity rings in 7 days in a row.
Yep.
I got to get with it.
On it.
I got to get with it. Hey, I like this. Let me tell you, a lot of people putting all this stuff, and I know, Kimmy, you said it. I got to Gear Fit too. All right, and it does good. But boy, this thing nagged me, man. It takes stand up. Like I was laying down, it's like stand up. You're almost there. I'm like, okay, cool. It buzzes.
Yeah.
It tells you to breathe for 1 minute, right?
Are you dead yet?
Yeah, and it gives you activity. It said, listen, let me tell you something, man. A lot of people are telling me about Gear Fit 3s and all that. I said, all right, I got this cheat. I got this one. It works. Don't get me wrong. I made a video about it. If y'all didn't see the video, I made a video about it. I have both of them on my hand. Now, I can tell you, battery life is like night and day. This battery life is okay. It ain't nothing like the Apple Watch. Apple Watch Series 3, you get 3 days. 3 days. I'll put the thing on the charger. And then when you do put it on the charger, maybe about an hour, 2 hours, you're good. But I'm getting about a day and a half. But I'm getting about over 3 days.
You're comparing a fitness tracker to a smartwatch. 2 different things.
See, that's the problem. But if I want to compare it as far as fitness, I mean, they about what as far as fitness, but I mean the Apple. I don't know.
The Apple Watch is the best.
I'm
Eric,
just saying, you comparing apples and oranges.
The best.
I don't know. You got the Gear Fit 3.
He hadn't used the Samsung smartwatch. Like he hadn't used Tizen, so he can't compare the two.
Yeah.
No, the Apple Watch is pretty great though. And it does just the same way Siri gets up your butt. The Apple Watch is like, you did so well yesterday. Do it again today. And then if you're not meeting it, your Apple Watch is like, move it, loser, let's go. So
Loser.
I like it. It's like, you're not there yet. It doesn't.
To tell you the truth, in 2018, is it even? Why even get a Gear Fit 3, right? I mean, you got the Gear Fit 4 about to come out, right? So this is one of the reasons why I didn't want to buy Gear Fit. Because I know like in the next month or so, 2 months, you got the Gear Fit 4 coming out. So it doesn't make no sense.
She's not talking about the Gear
I've never owned a Gear Fit. I've never owned one.
The Gear Fit.
This is
talking about the
Gear S3.
But I'm sorry.
This is a smartwatch.
S4. The Gear S4 is about to come out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe wait for the Gear S4.
We don't know if it's coming out. It didn't come out last year.
They hadn't said it's coming out, so I don't know.
Yeah,
that's true.
We don't know if it's gonna come out or not.
I don't know. I know Apple.
They keep adding updates to the Gear S3 though.
Yeah,
right.
I don't know. I mean, no.
But these are my predictions about the coming years.
Okay,
things are not gonna get better until 2020. And the reason is because 7, 8, 9.
What that mean? 7, 8, 9.
7, 8, 9.
10.
No. 7, 8,
8.
A-T-E. 8, 9. So 2018 is just going to be bad as 2017 because 7 is going to 18 and 19. They're not going to get better until 2020.
Nah, I mean, you know what get better? When you mentally feel better. Like to me, I mentally feel refreshed. When I wake up in the morning, I mentally feel refreshed. Like, you know, I do my exercise, I eat right? I stop eating meat. All right. So I'm eating better. And I'm doing a lot better. Because I watched What's the Health. If you ever watch What's the Health, you get scary as shit if you watch What's the Health.
But it doesn't have the scientific evidence behind it.
I still got scared. I don't care. I stopped eating meat just because of that. Listen, I don't know. I watch What's the Health.
You want to fight? We'll talk food politics. We will talk food politics. Emily will throw down and fight.
Let's do it. Come on.
I will not even fight over politics, but when it comes to food politics, I will get pissed as hell because it's all propaganda and it's just, yes, our food is a problem. Our government does not protect our food supplies and sources. It is a giant issue that they allow crappy, moldy food and that they allow, you know, cattle that are fed on like rotting food and gummy bears and like leftover crap and full of antibiotics to be fed for us. There is meat that is super unhealthy for you, but there is also meat that is healthy for you. So to lump it all together, there's a spectrum of choices.
What is the healthy meat?
Grass-fed.
Grass-fed what?
Anything.
Expensive meat.
Not true. Nitrate. Not
what?
Well, where do we get that from?
The grocery store.
I have cut back on my meat altogether.
Go through the same slaughtering process.
Is that organic?
Not all of it. It depends on what meat you are looking for, because you can find kosher meat that does not go through the same slaughtering process. You can find family farmed meat that you can buy and have. Oh, my light is being weird, but you can find family farmed meat that is small farmed and is freeze packed and sent to you. So there are definitely ways to shop for food that fuels your body. But I am I'm a certified bulletproof coach along with all the other things I do. So I am definitely on the meat and plants and fat are what we're made to eat, because ancestrally we are not vegetarian. We're herbivores. We eat, not herbivore, I'm using the wrong word, omnivore. We're eating we're supposed to eat different food. We have teeth made to eat different food. So I don't love going all non-meat, but you can definitely dial it back. And RKGSD is popping in saying beef and pork cause cancer, grass-fed or not. Send me the scientific research. I would love to see that, because right now I think that's just your opinion, and your opinion is not fact. I am sorry.
It's not an opinion, it's true. Nutritionfacts.org. There has been actual.
Hold on, I can barely hear you.
Oh wait, hold on.
I can't hear you,
Catwoman. We can't hear you, Catwoman.
Really, you can't hear me?
Nope. Your dongle went out.
Dongle went out.
Let's see. So here's the thing about like red meats and slaughtered meats and stuff. We can't hear you. Slaughtered meats and stuff like that. I mean, look, here's the thing. Just being honest with you, right? Dial it back to meat. Eat more vegetables. It's really good for your body.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So
I agree with you. I can't get behind no meat, but yes, right. So, more vegetables.
So like Popeye's chicken, no, right? McDonald's, no.
You hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
That was the meat industry is trying to silence me.
Yeah. Pizza, right? Pizza, no. Right? So those are the things that I've been eating all my life.
Yeah.
You know, McDonald's, Burger King, chicken, fried chicken, you know, those type of things. These are the things that I'm dialing back. Like get more of a fruit and vegetable, right? Getting more into less red meats and less, you know, meats, period. Especially the hamburgers. Think about it. I mean, I used to work for fast food, for Christ's sakes, right? I used to eat hamburgers every day. Bacon, hamburger, bacon. I need to have extra bacon on it, extra mayonnaise, bacon, cheese. And those are the things that I scale back. And I feel my body is replenishing, feeling better when I stop eating hamburgers every day, when I stop eating this and stop eating that and start eating more plant food, start eating more, drinking Evermore water, which is high pH. I felt my body a lot better with Evermore water, right? So those things, to me, it works. It's helping me. Now, whether or not the scientific, I'm a tech guy, so I just feel better knowing that I scale back on a craziness, right? I mean,
well, yeah, and if you scale back on inflammation causing foods, inflammation is what causes most of our illness. So if you figure out which foods make you more inflamed and less inflamed, you can eat in a way that serves your body, because not everybody's body is the same. But I hate seeing stuff like, oh, all this causes this and all that causes that. It's more complicated than that. And it's more complicated than just all food causes cancer and that. It's much more complicated than just that. And now I've messed up all of my stuff because I was but it's inflammation is the problem. And so what you're finding is the fast food and the processed food and the junk food causes a lot of inflammation in your body, and that's what causes a lot of the health problems. So when you start to eliminate that inflammation, but grains cause inflammation. People are like, oatmeal's healthy. I'm like, oatmeal makes you inflamed as hell and raises your blood sugar. So
no, doesn't.
I think it's awesome. Eating more plants is definitely a good way to go.
Okay, so I have experience.
She wants to talk about meat killing people.
Okay, yeah.
Catwoman, I still like you.
Okay, so I have experience. Okay, so I'm fat, right, and I'm a vegan, right? But why am I fat and a vegan? Because I was eating processed food. There was a point in time where I actually lost a lot of weight when I decided to actually like cook my own foods and stuff like that while I was vegan, and I lost a lot of weight, but then I gained it all back because then I just started eating processed foods and I just couldn't be bothered to, break the cycle. When my sister came over, she got the cooking bug in me and she gave me this book. It's called How to Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease. And she gave me the cookbook. So there's the book and then there's the cookbook. So basically in the cookbook, it teaches you how to make meals, and they are free of SOS. So it's salt, oil, and sugar. And the food actually tastes really good. And so I have been doing it now. My sister left, so I've been doing it ever since then. I have lost 4 pounds so far. And that's not a lie. That's not a lie. I have way more energy than before. I feel a lot better, and I'm starting to notice what was the trials and errors when I first became vegan. Because when I first became vegan, I was like, oh, okay, well then oil is good for you. So then I just started cooking with mad oil, and oh, I'm going to use sea salt instead, and that's not good for you. So it's called the whole food plant-based diet. By whole foods, we don't mean go to the actual Whole Food store and buy everything there and you'll be good. By whole foods, it's foods that's like completely comes from the ground. So, vegetables, starches, like things that you can actually find in nature. Like you cannot find a tablespoon of oil in nature. So I am going to see my doctor soon and going to get all of my blood tests and all of that stuff, and then continue on with this, and then get tested again, and then see how well I've done, because my sister did it and her numbers are phenomenal.
That's awesome.
Really healthy.
I do no meat once a week. There are certain things like chicken and seafood. That's just my thing. I'm not giving up chicken. I'm not giving up seafood.
Right.
It's
and I don't
black
think
in me. I can't give up chicken.
And while I will argue all day long that meat is part of a well-rounded and healthy diet, I don't think you should eat anything every day. I mean, we're supposed to have a diverse...
my 1 day a week of no meat.
Yeah, no, I think a protein fast day is a great way to go, because it helps your body be responsive. And when our bodies are responsive, we actually do better. And when our bodies burn fat instead of sugars, we do better, which is why the ketogenic diets are becoming super popular again. The problem with the ketogenic diets is they're really hard for a lot of people to do. And people don't want to give up grains and potatoes and stuff. So it makes it challenging. But food will get people hot. We had a horrible knockdown, drag out fight on Christmas Eve over food and food politics, to where my brother-in-law got up, left the table, and did not come back out the rest of the night.
Damn.
It went like that.
Wow.
And my husband's like, why do you keep fighting with him? I'm like, why does he keep yelling at me? Like, don't pick a fight with the lawyer. I'm never going to stop. I will win.
If you're serious, Emily, I'm going to send you links.
Yeah, send me links.
Yeah, I will send you links.
Send me links. I will look at stuff. I mean,
links.
What I've been doing.
I'm going to send you Big Fat Secret.
What I've been doing was
food conspiracy.
I've been going to the parks. I've been going to the parks, doing my 2 mile, 3 mile walks and jogging and stuff like that, trying to get good. I've been grinding my own fruit salad or whatever in the grinder every morning, and I've been doing my exercising. Yes, I've been juicing in the morning, and it is all this fruit in the morning, and then I do my exercise. Then I get ready for the day. I mean, my biggest problem to me that I can't get rid of is this, right? I got to have a little taste of this, right? This is good for me. And I try to do red wine, but I mean, I don't know. That's my only downfall. But I've been doing the health stuff, seafood, vegetable, a lot of fruit, a lot of seafood. And it been working out for me. I'm feeling better. Evermore water, which is high pH. And it's been working great. It does. And again, I'm not doing it for weight loss. I'm doing it for me being healthy, because I'm not fat, but I am out of shape. And I ran for a half a mile. And I'm like, oh my God. Woo. And I used to run all the time. You think about this, right? I mean, I'm not.
It'll increase over time, though, Eric. Now that you're getting active again, all gotta go up.
Yeah,
you have to start here and just keep going on.
Yeah, because I'm not fat, but I'm not healthy. I mean, I'm not in shape. And
healthy is a better way to be. Oh my God, my light. It's just
because when I first started, I was. Oh wow.
Sorry.
I was right with you, Eric, at the half a mile point. And now I'm up to 2 miles without killing myself. So you just keep going up.
Yeah. And that's why I've been filming myself. My biggest problem is I'm trying to film and do this stuff at the same time.
I can't do that.
I'm filming myself, right? I'm jogging and walking and running, and I got the camera in front of me trying to talk about, guys, I'm doing 2 miles and I'm saying to myself, I can't do it. So I try to film myself and do this at the same time. It sucks.
I know I'm having a good, healthy day if I don't need to drink coffee that day for energy.
I drink a lot of coffee.
If I don't need coffee to get me through the day, then I know that I did something right.
I got to drink coffee every day. In the morning, I drink coffee.
The C word.
I only drink coffee in the morning and then it goes to water. I tend to only drink alcohol on my Wednesday. But easy, red wine has more sugar in it than vodka. So technically, vodka is the better choice.
Well, that's good to know. I usually drink Crown. But
more sugar.
Yeah, so I got this vodka. So absolutely.
Yeah, do it with seltzer water and some lime, and you're good.
Yeah, and I've been doing
easy. I have Starbucks once a week. I know you love Starbucks. I only have it once a week. It's a treat. I cannot have it but once a week.
But I use sugar in the raw. I use sugar in the raw.
Starbucks got me with those egg bites. And I just recreated them at home, and now I'm so happy because I'm not spending like $5 a day on egg bites. The problem is I made 6 and they were gone in a day. So I'm like, damn, I need to make 12. But
in a day.
I love those little egg bites. But we're a protein, veggie, fat family. So that's what we eat.
Yeah. I eat a lot of beans.
We don't eat any beans because they're high in lectins. So we don't beans.
But when you cook them, all the lectins are gone.
If you cook we do not respond well to beans. We don't do beans. We don't do peanut butter. We don't do.
What about the Instapot?
What?
Instapot.
We don't Instapot. We stay away from beans. I have particularly a lot of gut issues. Beans are not my friend.
Oh man, I love beans. They're really good for me.
Beans are high inflammatory for me. They are not going to work for me. But they work for other people.
Anti-inflammatory. Beans are like really, really good for you. Especially the black ones because they have high antioxidants.
I actually do red beans because we down in New Orleans. We got red beans.
You're in New Orleans.
We're in New Orleans.
Yep.
Woo! Kidney beans. That's what
I like black beans.
Kidney beans.
Yeah.
No beans.
I over the weekend I cooked. It's like a vegan meatloaf. I made one with black beans and then a different one with white northern beans. And then I made
black bean burgers. Oh my God.
I do. I have black bean. I make black bean veggie burgers.
I love
How do you make that?
Okay.
Spicy black bean burgers are the bomb.
I didn't add any. I don't add any spiciness to it. So I'll explain it real quickly what I do. So I take 3 bell peppers. I take a yellow, a red, and an orange one, and then an onion, and I put it in the Vitamix. And I blend it all up. And then I put it in the stove and then I cook it until all the water reduces down. Then I add garlic and spinach. And then I mix it until all the water and it's just like a really nice concentrated, flavorful paste.
Wow.
Then I cook my beans in the Instapot for an hour to make sure that all the lectins are out. Because you're right, they do have lectins and they're bad for you. You should never eat raw beans. So then I cook my black beans and then I mix it. I mix that with the base, the vegetable base that I made and oats. So I take oats and I blend them up in the Vitamix and it turns into flour. And that's what holds everything together. Mix it all up, form it into a patty, freezer for later. I have a whole bunch in there.
Nice. Well, we are at our time here, ladies. Man, another Wine Wednesday in the books. This is how we do it here on Wine Wednesday. Oh, we have so much fun. We be talking. Then all of a sudden we look at the clock and the time just go by so fast. We had some really good, interesting subjects here on Wine Wednesday. It's not all about tech. So everybody that wanted to talk about tech, we got Tech Saturday that we talk about tech. Now, if you want to learn about tech and all the hottest news, now we talk about a lot of tech on here too, but we have some fun. Ladies, it's always been pleasure. It's always been a pleasure. Again, I got my VIPs in the building and Catwoman.
Can I give the shout outs?
Sure, shout out.
Yeah,
shout them out.
Roll call.
Roll call.
Roll call, y'all. So these are all the people that have been in the chat with us talking and everything. Thank you. So we got Don Bragg, Mark Torin II, Ray, Timothy Baxter, CWC Technologies, Gary Brown, Albert Yu, the tech couple, Uno Nice, Timothy Baxter, Louis McAniff, Sean Vega Velez, Technically T, Tech Free Ds, Donovan Hornback, Derek Floyd, Big G Tech Life, 10-Minute Tech Reviews, Big House Production, Phone Tech at Work, Dexter Cumberbatch, William Quiche, Total Tech, Big Dog, Craig Tech Talk, Angel, Yasmin Christian, Music is My Soul, Loyalty Mean Everything, Ivan Audelo, Cecil Betty, RKGSD, Forbes Text Review. That was a really long list. That's great. That's a lot of people talking with us. Thank you for stopping by.
Once you get to 100,000 people on here,
oh, I know, right?
We won't be able to keep up.
All right, Kimmy, let everybody know. Look at she just a typing. Let everybody know how to find you.
I left the links in the thing, but it screwed up my Scrumptious Kimmy on Google Plus. For some reason, it wants to autocorrect and take the Y out, but it's Scrumptious with a Y.
You must be using an iPad.
Yes, I am. Autocorrect failure. So.
Oh, wow.
But as always, I engage everybody who talks to me. I have a blast. Keep in touch, y'all.
Yes. Emily D. Baker, SESQ.
Esquire. Hey guys, I am Emily D. Baker, ESQ, all across the internet. It's all right. I haven't even been drinking tonight, just water. So come find me. I help online businesses, but if you guys ever need anything, I'm always a resource. Come reach out and I will help you out. So I'm around. Come chat with me on social. I'm on Instagram a bunch.
I know. I see all your live streams on Instagram. I'll be on Instagram like, she's live streaming.
I love it. Instagram's really my favorite platform right now. It really is. And yeah, so that's where I like to hang out on Instagram. I like to connect with people there. It's a funny little universe where the barriers are down. It feels like the way Twitter used to be when it was easier to connect and to have conversation before Twitter got super crowded. So I like it.
Yeah. Yep, that is. Thank you, ladies. We had such a wonderful time. Thank everybody for coming to Wine Wednesday. And don't forget about Saturday Night Tech Talk, where we go try to be a little versatile. Wait till this Saturday. Woo! Y'all get ready for this Saturday. Now, the guys and the people talking about they're going to try to beat Wine Wednesday. I don't think so. A lot of people say, hey, we going to beat Wine Wednesday. You know, that's the thing, right? They want to beat Wine Wednesday. That's all. It's all good. So shout out to Corey. Shout out to the tech couple. Shout out to everybody that try to make Saturday Night Tech Talk the night of nights. All right, guys. I'll see y'all next Wednesday. Peace.
Goodbye, y'all.